Star learners, welcome to another video on Language Arts with Star. Last week we started with the IELTS reading test. Today we're going to continue that by looking at some strategies that can actually help you ace your IELTS test. So, welcome again. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, do well to subscribe and make sure to turn on the notification so you get notified each time I drop a new video. Now that we've said that, let's jump right into it. Last week we talked about the test format and we started with the reading test and then we dived into the test format. If you've not seen that video, I would suggest that you check it out so you can progress with us. Now, after knowing the format and all of that, and then you're faced with let's get into it. These are strategies that you can use to actually ace your IELTS test. It's about 5 steps or 7, and I would really appreciate that you pay attention and implement. Do not forget the slogan of this IELTS examination is speed and accuracy. If you couldn't say that after me, then it means you've not seen the last video. Again, I'd say make sure to see the last video. So the first step for today is preview. Preview the passage. It's important that you preview your passage for 2 minutes. My recommendation, 2 minutes before going into answering your questions. While previewing, you're expected to take a look at the title, the subheadings, images, and the first sentence of each paragraph. I'll go again. Take a look at the title, subheadings if it's available. Take a look at images if there are images in your passage, and first sentence of each paragraph. Previewing gives a mental map of the text. This actually enables you to have a mental map. Like you're not seeing the whole picture yet, but some of the things that you've previewed, that you've taken a look at, can actually give you a guess into what you're going to look into. And somehow it prepares your mind to know the kind of words you're expected to see. If you see a title that is dealing with something like afforestation or forestry or this or that, trust me, by the time you're going into the passage, you expect some things naturally, just by instinct. You expect something. So it gives you a mental map, and this is a great preparation for your answers. It actually helps you to be in a ready mind to know the kind of things to expect. So you have an expectation, and somehow your brain is already working, thinking of, okay, when we expect something like this, how do we answer something like this? The second step is read the questions first. Now, for some persons, they are actually hearing this for the first time, and for some others, you're hearing it for the maybe 100th time. I'm not going to stop saying it. Read the questions first. Do not go about reading your passage before the questions. Read the questions first. It's actually important. And in my opinion, you should be able to spend about 1 or 2 minutes doing this. Now, when you read your questions first, you get to see keywords like dates, names, numbers, and unique terms. Also, you think about possible paraphrases because you read your questions first. So you're looking at a question and you're like, oh, this question is demanding me to look for a date. Oh, this other question is demanding me to look for a name. So there is a preparation. Do not start with the passage. Now, this is a rule, is a golden rule, and is as old as man. Do not start with the passage. In case you're not aware, read your questions first. When you're faced with your IELTS reading test, what do? You read your questions first. Don't start with the passage. You will be tempted, but you must overcome that temptation by reading your questions first. Step number 3, skim the text. In 3 minutes, you should be able to skim the text. Now, if you've not seen my previous video, this is actually a call to go check out that video, because in there we spoke about the soft skills of reading, where we mentioned skimming, scanning, intensive reading, deductive reading. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Just try as much as possible to check out that video. So step number 3 is to skim the text. Just go through. When you're skimming, you're actually not reading for details. You're actually just going through, running your eyes through the passage. And I'm expecting you to do this in 3 minutes. Yes, you heard me. 3 minutes. Remember, the slogan is speed and accuracy. So, skim the text. You're expected to read quickly to catch the main idea of each paragraph. Don't focus on details yet. Now, at this point when you're skimming, is not the point to focus on the details. Don't get carried away by, oh, I read this. What's the meaning of this word? What's the synonym of this word? Don't get carried away, because time is of essence. So, when you're skimming, you're reading quickly to catch the main idea of each paragraph. Each paragraph. And do not focus on details yet. Let's move on to the next one. Scan for answers. Yes, step number 4 is that you scan for answers. So go question by question. Use keywords, paraphrases to locate the answer in the text. You're going to go question by question. Oh, question 1, the name of the man who founded paper. Now you're going to your passage to scan for names. And be careful. The first name that your eyes rest on does not necessarily, have to be the right answer. So what do you do there? We're going to get to that point. Before then, right now we are on scan for answers, and we're saying go question by question, use keywords or paraphrases to locate the answer in the text. Example, if the question says, what year did paper originate, or what year was it invented? You're scanning for numbers, right? Because years are mostly in number: 1997, 1962, 1943. So you're scanning for numbers. So when you see a question like that, you go back to your passage, you run your eyes through looking for numbers. Step number 5, read around the keyword carefully. Now remember, a few minutes ago I mentioned that the first date or name that you see does not necessarily have to be the right answer. Now this is the part where you read around your keyword, and you must read around it carefully. Once you find the section, slow down and read closely. Now, if you're looking for a date, say 1946, and you happen to see, you don't know the exact date you're looking for, or you're looking for a year. Now, in your text, you have 1946, you have 1956, you have 1966, and maybe 1976. 4 different years, right? Yes, 4 different years. What you need to do is, when you pick the first date, read closely around it. It's going to tell you if that date was the date, if the year is the year that paper was invented, or if it's a year for another thing. So do not get carried away by jumping at the first year that you see. You must slow down and read closely around that keyword. Another thing you need to do is check for synonyms and paraphrases. Remember, some words will not be repeated. Yes, and to be honest, the highest test loves to actually test their candidate this way. Synonyms, words that are similar. So you might not find the exact word, but you must be intentional to look out for synonyms and paraphrases. Step number 6, watch out for tricky types. Now, quickly, let's talk about tricky types. True, false, not given. Where you have the true for when the information exactly matches what you have in your passage, and false when it contradicts, and the last one is not given when there is no information at all. Now this can be very tricky because at times what you have would have been paraphrased or written in another way but carrying the same idea, so you must be intentional to look out for the idea. It is true when it exactly matches, not partial matching. Exact, it has to be exact. Then it is false when it contradicts, and it is not given when that information is not even present in your passage. Do not don't even make an attempt to assume. Assumption does not work here. It's either it is given or not given. It is true or false. So stick to what you have in your passage. Do not assume. Here you also have matching headings. Matching headings can be very tricky for hired test takers. So what I would say as a strategy for this is to focus on the main idea of the paragraph, not details. You know, there are topic sentences and there are details collaborating your topic sentence. So in a paragraph, you have a topic sentence and details, explaining or buttressing, expanding the topic sentence. Now, your focus should be on the topic sentence, and this is the main idea of the paragraph. So, do not focus on details when you're matching headings, focus on main idea. And another one that can be very tricky is summary completion. Summary completion, the trick for this is actually grammar clues. Say that after me. Grammar clues. Yes. So you're expected to use grammar clues here. It works. It works like magic. When you have a dash and you're expected to fill it up, you can think of a part of speech. Is it noun? Is it verb? Is it an adjective, an adverb, interjection? What is it that would sit comfortably here and not be shaken? So when you have that grammar name, then you know the kind of word you're looking for to complete your summary. Step number 7. This is actually not a strategy, it's more of a skill. Time management. Time management. Time management is very crucial. Remember the slogan, speed and accuracy. If you're fast without accuracy, you're still going to maybe have a low grade. If you're also accurate and then you're slow and your time run out, you're going to end up with a low grade. So the combination of these two is what is actually needed to get you what you want. Yes, that excellent band that you so much desire. Time management is very crucial. Pay attention to your time. My counsel is do not spend more than 20 minutes per passage. Remember that you have 3 sections, about 40 questions, and you have 60 minutes. No extra time for transfer. So you are expected to type in your answers as you go. So 20 minutes max on each of the sections. That's the maximum. You should spend less. In fact, because of the hierarchy of difficulty, where we have section 3 as the toughest of the sections, I would advise that you save time as you go up the ladder. So if you're able to use 15 minutes for section 1, 15 minutes for section 2, you've actually saved 10 minutes to spend on the more elaborate section 3, more difficult section 3, tougher section 3. Do you understand that? And if you're stuck, which can happen to anyone, if you're stuck, make a guess and move on. Make a guess and move on. Do not allow a question to take the whole of your time. Make a guess and move on. Now we're going to practice all these things that we've said today, and quickly we're going to practice them. I hope you don't mind, and I would actually encourage you to please pay attention. What I mean by pay attention is follow through. I would like you to take your time to go through this with me, and not just go through. I want you to actively participate. I want you to actively participate in this, and we're going to do this together. Are you with me? Yes, we're going to do this together. So you have a passage here. It's actually shortened for class practice. So usually your passages in your test will be longer, but I want us to practice the steps and strategies that we've actually spoken about today. So you have the passage. You can read that quickly in a minute, but you will be wrong to read it because the first thing we're expected to do is to check our questions. So we have number 1 question here. Now, a quick one. I mixed up these questions to show the variety of questions that you might see in your test. I have spoken about this in the previous class. You can check out that video. I'll leave the link in the comment section. So we have multi-choice. Where did coffee originate according to legend? Where did coffee originate according to legend? You can skim through quickly. Scan for answer. Look out for coffee and take a look at the first line. You have coffee is one of the most widely consumed beverages in the world. Its origins can be traced back to Ethiopia. Now, something should come to mind where I am looking for a place. So, what my eyes should be scanning for is places. So, I see Ethiopia here, I see Brazil, I see Finland. And it's important that you remember one of the other strategies is that you read slowly around your keyword. If Ethiopia is the keyword, then I'm expected to read slowly around it so as to know if it answers the question that I've been asked. The next question, number 2. Brazil is the world's biggest consumer of coffee. Now, let's go back to our passage and quickly look for Brazil. Now, there you have it, line number 4. What do you do next? You read slowly around that keyword, and you will find out that your answer is actually there. Now, matching information, match the country with the correct facts. A, highest coffee consumption per person, and B, largest coffee producer. Now let's go back to our question and scan for highest coffee producer and highest coffee consumer per capita. I'm seeing them already. I hope you're seeing them too. And number 4 question, studies show that drinking coffee in moderate amount can improve dash and concentration. Now, tell me, what kind of word are we looking for here? What kind of word? Hmm? It's definitely a noun. Improve dash and concentration. It's a noun. So now, using that grammar clue, let's go and look for that in our passage. Now, I can see it in line 7. I hope you can see it too. Line 7. The answer is right there. And we have number 5. Summary completion. One word only. Pay attention to instructions. One word only. Excessive coffee intake may cause problems such as dash and anxiety. We're looking for words here. We're looking for a noun. Yes, still a noun. And then we're looking for a problem. A problem. So it has to be a negative word, right? Yes, it's a problem. And if you check the last line, you find it there. Excessive consumption may lead to insomnia and anxiety. Now let's take a look at our answers and our answer clues. Now, for number 1, the answer is Ethiopia. If you got that right, let's applaud you. Well done. Good job. And if you scan for keywords, then we're looking for origins, which has to be a place. Number 2 is false because Brazil is a producer, not a consumer. So what we did there was to check details versus contradictions. Number 3, Brazil is B and Finland is A. What we did was matching facts, and the skill required is a skimming plus scanning. So you skim and you scan to actually get the answer to matching facts. Number 4 is alertness. Remember grammar clues. And number 5 is insomnia, using grammar clues and paraphrasing. So, tell me in the comment section, how many questions did you get right? I would love to hear from you. Leave your answer in the comment section. Now, Star Language Arts. Yes, this is me. This is us. This is what we do. We are actually your go-to hub for all things language. Yeah, so whether you're planning to learn indigenous languages or global languages, foreign languages, we are actually your go-to hub. And if you're looking to sharpen your English skills, communication, you want to learn public speaking, you want to be able to modulate your voice, you want to also excel in your proficiency examinations, we offer expert coaching. We also do editings and proofreadings, public speaking trainings, and creative language solutions to help you speak, write, and connect with confidence. Thank you for watching. Our email is starlanguageart@yahoo.com. If you have any inquiry, leave it in the comment section. And if not, please write us. We'll definitely be looking forward to reading from you. And YouTube channel is Star Language Arts. Please like, share. So I would love you to actually like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It's going to mean a lot to me, and I do not take it for granted. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and most importantly, turn on the notification bell so you actually get notified each time I drop a new video. I'll see you in the next one. Don't stop practicing, and trust me, the score that you desire is actually within reach. See you in my next.